I got a lot of nerve. Okay, sorry. Okay, welcome to Pieces of Joy. And it's awkward, girl, because you have to look at yourself. Dywane. I'm sorry. I was thinking about somebody. Maybe Daryl was thinking about me. Daryl is my ex-boyfriend / boyfriend / that's a long story. But if you ever watch YouTube and Pieces of Joy, you'll know who Daryl is.
I'm going to look at it tonight.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Dywane, okay, is chosen to be my guest tonight. Now, I did kind of get the format a little together, but I don't have the book with me. So, Dywane, I'm going to repeat myself. I already told him this. First, everybody say hello to Dywane.
Hello,
okay.
Everybody.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Back to me. So, the questions, we're going to have to keep getting back to me. Okay, let's start here. Okay, quick, right here. Alright, I can sit here. Okay, you might stoop down that way people won't get blocked in.
I can do that.
Okay. Now, I don't have the format technically down, but listen, I can remember. And so, this is Dywane, everybody. And Pieces of Joy, once again, it is it's my talk show, but it's really about, I believe, I always say this is, I guess, my slogan. I think that everyone needs a good listening to. And when people get a chance to talk, I think people shouldn't flippantly just ask people how they're doing. I think you should stop and learn to ask people how they're doing and give yourself a second or two to wait for a response. I happen to be a member of a 12-step program that taught us that the word fine meant fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Okay? So I try not to use just fine, but on most days I am fine with those acronyms. Okay?
Right.
And if you think about it, most days most of us are, but we never take the time out to pay those things any attention. But nevertheless,
What's the E stand for?
emotional.
Right. Yeah.
Right, think about it, right? Gave you something to think about. So if I've left Dywane with nothing else, he has something to think about tonight. FINE stands for fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Can't forget that. So now you'll get it, okay? So you probably would never answer a person again saying fine. Okay. So my first question will be to you. How are you feeling right now at this very moment?
I'm feeling relaxed.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. How's life treating you?
Well,
Wow, this is tricky.
Life's not treating me. I'm treating life.
Very good. See? Because you're a step ahead of the game. Because the question that normally comes after that is how you're treating life. So, you already beat me to the punchline. How are you treating life?
I'm treating life fine. I am.
You're acting fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and
I forgot
emotional.
that.
But think about it, though.
Yeah.
So, how are you treating life? Like, what does that mean to you?
It means.
Give us an example.
It means, am I able to cope with some of the things that life deals? In other words, some of the things that are out of my control, how do I react to it? And I would say I react to it well.
Okay. So, is it safe for me to assume, Dywane, that you're, first of all, this footage belongs to me, and I publish it to my YouTube channel. You're okay with that?
I'm cool with that.
Okay. You what?
I'm cool with that.
Okay, great. So listen, Dywane. I'm trying to think of how the questions flow. How are you? How are you feeling? How are you treating life? Okay, is it safe to assume that you're over 40?
Yes.
Okay, great. And being over 40, would it be safe to say, see, I don't know how to get it. I'm going to get better. Somebody could sponsor me and give me a camera, okay? But listen, is it safe to say that do you have any regrets in life?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't everyone?
I believe that everyone has regrets, but a lot of people say that they don't.
No, I have some.
Okay, great. Are there any particular regrets that stand out that you'd like to share or could share or feel safe in sharing?
Yeah, there are. Without getting too personal, I regret doing something that I second guessed myself on doing. Something that I wanted to do but I didn't do, but I wish I would have. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Dywane, we all do that every day. Every day we do that. So, you know, that left a wide gap. That's a wide gap. You know, that's a wide gap, Dywane. What did you do? I mean, like, did you want to be a doctor and didn't?
Something like that.
Well, let me ask you something. What do you do for a living?
I'm a railroad worker.
Okay.
I drive a train.
Do you like your job?
That's right.
It's okay. So, okay, and because I don't have my book in front of me and I'm just starting, so doesn't come to me in order all the time. I'm what do you call it?
Having a loss of thought.
No, when you're there's a structured way of doing it. I'm winging it. Okay, listen. You have a job. He said I'm a railroad worker. So, and you said it in a manner like you like it, but it's not nothing you love. So right now, if you could close your eyes and open them and be what you wanted to be and do what you always wanted to do, what would that be?
But it might sound kind of childish.
We wanted to, listen, on Pieces of Joy, we don't care how stupid, silly. In fact, we really don't want people that are healthy thinkers here. We want people that know that they have issues, or willing to, or think they don't have issues, or willing to look at it and say, listen, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want people that don't think. The perfect people, they wouldn't even stop to talk to us.
Right.
Perfect people wouldn't stop to talk to us. This is where people come and say, hey, it might be something I need to take another look at. That's what this is for. So what would it be? And nothing is silly. It's stuff from your heart. You would do it for free. What would it be?
I just wanted to be a mercenary.
What is a mercenary? I'm not sure what that is.
A paid soldier. Like Army Rangers, that type of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You've always wanted to be that? Since when?
Since I was a kid. I was in the Army too. But I took the test to do it, and I passed the test, but they wanted me to re-enlist for 4 years and go overseas. But I didn't want to do it because I'm my mother's only child, and I didn't want her to be alone, and I never did it. So 30 years after the fact, I regret it. I wish I would have done it anyway.
Wow, there's no way you could do it now?
I'm too old now. I'm too old. I got a family. But the point I'm trying to make is when you're young and you want to do something, you should do it, because before you know it, you're old and you can't do it.
Can is a word that we try not to use on Pieces of Joy. But I don't know. Like, I know you could go to you can go to school to learn how to be a doctor at 60, but whether they'll let you actually operate at 70, we don't think so. But you can do anything you really want to do. But I get your point, and I understand what you're saying. So, Pieces of Joy, we're sorry that you didn't go the way. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're not sorry. We sympathize with your loss, because that's a great loss, you know. Because I don't know how many nights you wish you sit up wishing you had. Because I believe a lot of people live with regrets. I do. It shows in their actions and their demeanor. Regret shows up in how people walk through life.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me an example. Like, could you look at me and would you be able to tell that I had some regrets by my actions?
Not looking at you, no. Not looking at you, no. But talking with you long enough, I could tell. I mean, not just in this conversation, but if I were to talk to you, I just think that everyone has regrets. I would not know that you had the regrets. I gotta make sure this is working. But I would I think that everybody has regrets. Some people don't even want to tap into that part of them. So you wish you would have became a paid soldier.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you like to do now? What would you do now, though, since you say that you're unable to do that?
Well, that part of my life where I would want to do that is over, and I probably wouldn't want to be doing it now. But I would have liked to have been able to say that I had that experience.
So that's just one thing that you regret.
Yeah. That's one thing I regret. I wouldn't even want to think about doing that at the age I'm at now. But I would like to have been able to do it at a certain point in my life.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. I have a hard time remembering when I was 6, 5. I think I remember being 8 or 9. And I remember being 8 or 9 because when I was 8 or 9, my mother sent me to live with my father. And I really didn't know my father. So that was, it was scary for me. And I stayed with my father for almost a year. And a lot of things not a lot, there were some things that happened to me when I moved with my father that altered my walk through life. Okay, so nevertheless, what is, you, Santana, come this way and move up, we're on a TV show. So move back, go back over this way. So, what's the youngest, what age do you remember, can you remember being? And why? I don't know how to put this in words. I'm sorry, America. But how far can you go back and remember being a child? And why? What is the first childhood memory you had?
About, I guess 5.
Okay.
Because I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. I used to live with my grandmother. And she used to talk to me a lot and read the Bible to me. And those were special times to me. Even to this day, I remember those conversations that she and I had. So I can remember vividly the time that I spent with my grandmother at about 4 or 5 years old.
Where were you? So did your mother and father live with your grandparents also?
Well, my mom did, and my dad did not. So it was my mother and my grandmother and me.
So is it your when you speak of your grandmother, you're speaking of your mother's mother?
Right.
Okay. Where was your father? Were your parents married?
Not at that time, no. He was in North Carolina.
Oh, my father's from BTW. My father's from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah? What part?
Rocky Mountain.
Well, my dad's from High Point.
I heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be cousins.
Was he in the service?
He was.
Okay. What's your father's name?
I better not say on the thing. But
My father's name is Ernest M. Young.
Ernie Young.
And my father was in the Navy.
My dad was, but his name's not Ernie.
Yeah, right. Well, he was in the Navy, and my father was brought up by his grandmother. I think my father's mother. I don't think they had a close relationship, but nevertheless, you remember being with your grandmother, and at 5, and your fondest memory is that your grandmother would read the Bible to you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That says a lot to me about you.
What does it say?
Says that you are, I can't put it quite in words. Let me get it right. Does that say a lot about you to me, or does it, I think that's impressive. That's impressive, maybe I should say, because I believe that a young woman's first, how women interact through the world with men starts from age 4 or 5-year-old young ladies and their relationship with their father.
Okay, I would agree.
5, 6-year-old boys' relationships with their mothers. I happen to have 3 sons. I have a son that is 30, 20. I'm sorry. I'm forever young, so they listen. My youngest is 24, 25. He just turned 25. Nobody's not getting older than that. 25, 26, and 28. I don't care what they say, okay? So, what I'm saying, they're grown. And my 2 youngest sons, we're close. My oldest son, we're close. And I have two